Hello, welcome to week 7 of our 12 weeks of Christmas series. Today's project is one with the Frosted Forest bundle, but this would work with any of your tree stamps and even the merriest trees. Working with this size, you could easily fit that on the front of your tag as well, or maybe it's a completely different image. But I'm going to show you how easy it is to put together. This is a great card that you can make multiples of and get them together ready for Christmas. It's a portrait fold card, meaning the fold is at the top, just to make it a little different. I'm going to go through the measurements in metric and imperial. If you would like the written tutorial, I'll send them out in next week's newsletter. I usually send out a free project tutorial each week to help inspire your creating. You can check out how to subscribe to the newsletters in the description on YouTube, or it's on my Facebook page. So let's get started. What you will need is your base card. Now this time we're cutting it the length of your card. So the measurements will be 29.7 by 10.5 centimeters. You're going to score that in the middle at 14.8 centimeters, or it will be 11 inches by 4¼ inches. Score it at 5½ inches. You want a card mat that's just slightly smaller than the front. That will be 10.1 centimeters by 14.4 centimeters, 4⅛ an inch by 5�3�8 an inch. Choose your pretty paper. I'm using the Reindeer's Days Designer Series paper. It'll be 10.1 centimeters by 7.2 centimeters, or 4⅛ an inch by 2�5�8 an inch. And just to add some sparkle, try out some glimmer paper. This is 10.1 centimeters by about 1.2 centimeters, or 4⅛ an inch by 3/8 of an inch. If you don't have any sparkle, you could use some coordinating card underneath just the same way. And for the front of your card, just have a white piece of card. I've already cut the tag. This one is using the greetings of the season dies. So I've cut that already for you to go. So let's put the card together. Firstly, we're going to emboss our card mat. Choose your embossing folder you like. I'm using the Timber 3D's embossing folder. It just adds a little texture to the background of your card. So position that in there, and I'm just going to run that through our die cut and emboss machine. Now you can see the texture on that card mat. Isn't it beautiful? Now we want to stick that to the front of your card base. So just fold it on your score line, grab your adhesive. We'll just run a little around the edge. Grab your paper. Now when you're sticking down your glimmer paper, it's not going to stick with your regular adhesive, so you just want to add some tape. So we're just going to grab some of the tear and tape and run a length along the top there. We'll just add another little length. Then just put that on the back, and you just a little bit showing. Just make sure that it's straight there, and we can stick that straight down on the front of our card too. Grab that. So you can put that aside and we'll get our white piece that we're going to use. You can stamp directly onto your tag. Okay, I'm going to use the garden green to stamp the tree. So grab that ink. That fits just nicely on there. Now the fun of colouring it with the masks. So we're going to, I'm just going to put some scrap paper down there. There's, in the Frosted Forest masks, there are 6 different ones. This is for the taller tree that is in the set. We're just going to use the other trees, but I only want to use one. And I'm just going to use mask A for this. So you can line up the tree. This is a great way of adding the colour. You certainly can use the other layers, adding on more colour to it. If you want to have a snowy background, you can also use some of the other masks and add some white to add the snow. But I've just gone for a single colour. So we're going to pick that ink up. So just by brushing it on, make sure that it's in place. I like to dab off some of the excess to start with. And in a circle motion, just brush over the ink. And you can add depth of colour too if you want to go a little bit darker in parts. Just add a little bit more ink and just keep dabbing, blending, sponging until you're happy with a simple amount of colouring. Don't forget to wash off your masks straight after you finish your card to clean them up. So we can get rid of that now. Bringing our card base back in, we can add some dimensionals. Just add some around the card. I like to put one in the middle too, just so it doesn't bow. You can put it straight down if you want, if you'd rather, but a little slant to it. Using some ribbon, I'm using the red and gold ribbon. You could, before you stuck it down, you could tie it through there, tie a bow, but I'm just actually going to tie a knot. So you just want a length of the ribbon. Now because it has a different pattern on the other side, as you're pulling it tight, just be sure to turn this tail so that you're going to get both the dots on the right side and rather than the wrong side showing. Pull it tight and we'll trim that down. You can trim up that one too. Grab a glue dot and just find the last one. We'll stick our knot onto there and peel it off. It's much easier than trying to pull the dot off and adding it to the ribbon. Just stick that down onto your top of your tag and you can add some words. When I did this card, I didn't want to put too large a sentiment on it that it covers up the tree and all the sparkles. I wanted it just to be subtle words. And so I used the sentiments from the Merriest Trees stamp set the to you and yours and die cut that out. And then you have your finished card. I think we need a little more sparkle on this. Let's add a gold textured dot. And this is a tip I've discovered recently. Rather than opening your bag and having it open there, cut a slit down the edge of it. You can open it to start with, cut that down, and then easily pull it in and out. Because eventually you find the bag tears and it gets a bit annoying. So I just found this so much easier. You can grab a little dot. Let's add that up to the top there to finish off your card. There you go, our Frosted Forest Christmas card. What do you think? Give it a like or a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe to catch later projects or my previous ones on YouTube. Any of the products can be found on my store. Thanks for watching and happy crafting. See you next time. Bye.